I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take back the love that I gave you. It's to the point where
what is going on, everybody? It's FreshMode Studios here, back with another review you guys with an NBA 2K18 rebuilding video. And today we're going to be doing the Mike Conley Jazz rebuild. Finally getting around to it. And yeah, so how I'm doing these rebuilds now, I'm doing a start today, my league, and then what I did was some of the trades. Stat power. Let's look at trades. So I did some of these things. Yeah, so what you do is you can get rid of the team option on the players, and then you can trade them. So get rid of the team option. You have to add like an extra season to it, which doesn't really matter because they're supposed to be in the team anyway, and they're probably gonna re-sign. Like Ingram will probably re-sign the Pelicans, but you never know. But it's just the point of it anyway. So yeah, so I have a bunch of these teams, Pelicans. So I did a little bit of the draft order. Obviously, I can't get it perfect. I mean, I could, but then they're still gonna pick different people because it's 2K, so I'm not gonna be making all the picks for every team. So whatever team I'm rebuilding, I will be making those specific selections. But yeah, so I just really got the top 3, and then I gave the Pelicans the 4th pick again. So I'm gonna draft a couple of people for them. For staff signing, I accidentally skipped through it. I just went to the draft, forgot about staff signing. So unfortunately, as we look at the Jazz's staff, it kind of sucks in terms of the trainer and assistant coach, and we don't really care about these. But yeah, so let's go right into the NBA draft, figure out how this is gonna go. I did do the Mike Conley trade. I'll show you guys that one in a second. New Orleans Pelicans from the clock, obviously Zion Williamson. Brandon Clark went 11th. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna give them a power forward then. They can get this guy best available for him, and then let's go to our next user pick. Pelicans at pick 39. Since Nas Reed is out here, I guess I'll just do best available. Yeah, I could pick. Did they really have a pick though? 23 though. Jeez, I'm gonna take Horton Tucker. Here's the draft order for those who are wondering just how it went. Kobe White actually did go to the Bulls, nice. So some of these are a little bit accurate, some of them are not. Cam Reddish fell to 15, but we did the best we could. Team player options, we're gonna accept Derek Favors, Royce O'Neal, Raul Neto, and Georges Niang. Korver we're declining. I know he was part of the Mike Conley trade, but I'm just gonna make him a free agent because that's what he's likely going to be. He's gonna likely be bought out or whatever it is. I don't know if they're gonna decline the option, so we're just gonna do it here to make sure he does get into free agency. So here's some of the results there, but qualifying offers, none to give. Let's go to free agency. So here, let me show the trade before I forget. They waived Solomon Hill. Interesting. I wonder if they were able to not lose too much money. I know they did make a trade with him. I'm not doing every single trade like the TJ Warren trade. I'm just trying to get it right for the specific team that I'm doing and getting a few major things right. But here's a trade that did happen. It was Mike Conley, Jay Crowder, Grayson Allen, it was Korver, and then the first this year, and then a protected first, which is supposed to turn into like a 2022 first, something like that. But I just did an unprotected 2020 first round pick. Just for the sake of it to be easier. So for free agency, I don't really think we have any money. We do need to bring back Rubio. He'll be a solid backup for us. We'll do just one or 2 years, I should say, with a team option. Just offer that up. Korver, obviously we'll read out some right. Cephalosha, sure, I'll bring him back. Minimum deal, team option. We do get Rubio and Cephalosha. We'll renounce the rights on Udo, Korver. Gonna be looking to move Raul Neto here. We do move him to the Grizzlies for Deontay Davis and a quick second round pick. Just get a young player I can throw in the G League possibly. We're gonna move Dante Exum and Georges Niang for Davis Bertans and a first round pick. We're also gonna be getting free agent here in a minute. We're gonna see, we don't really have any money at all. We're gonna be getting Wayne Ellington, a nice shooter off the bench to add to our team. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then Davis or Bradley can go in the G League. But we're gonna trade Bradley for a Knicks first round pick. You can see here's a look at the salary cap table. We're gonna be getting some money off the books next year. Maybe we could pursue a free agent possibly and get rid of some of these trade exceptions and all that. And yeah, we're definitely gonna be getting running into some money in the next couple years. Gobert and Conley's contract. Maybe we can get Conley on for a little less, but then we are going to have to pay down Mitchell as well. Looking at player progressions, Joe Ingles does go down to 77, Free goes down to 77, and unfortunately Cephalosha does go down to 73. Do only have one trading camp this year. Forgot to get a trainer, so we're just going to send Donovan Mitchell there. He gets up to an A+. His rotation for this first season: Mike Conley 32, Mitchell 35. You saw, I think Ingles is still starting with 28 minutes. And for scoring options, we're going to go Mitchell, Conley. And then what I might do next year is maybe just do Conley, Mitchell, just because Conley is the title of the video. And we are also going to be sending Horton Tucker to the G League. Now, I know he does play for the Lakers. But you know what, this is the way it is. I guess I'm not sure why I didn't draft the player they did pick. But we're gonna run the balance system. We also re-signed Royce O'Neal with an extra 2-year contract, or you know, extended him. You can see here is what we are ranked for this the power rankings for the first season, and we're also gonna be extending Rudy Gobert and Joe Ingles. We're also, you can see here, unfortunately, I don't know what happened. Joe Ingles' contract did not quite play out like you guys saw. I signed him before, so I'm not sure what happened there. Still paying him $10 million next year, but you did see Gobert's contract did work, getting about $27 million a year. As Russell Westbrook wins MVP, John Morant Rookie of the Year on the Grizzlies, Sixth Man of the Year, Gordon Hayward 19 points a game, and Giannis Defensive Player of the Year, 27 points a game, 12 boards, 2 blocks, 2 steals. Marvin Bagley Most Improved. Quinn Snyder Coach of the Year, 53 and 29 record, a great first year and a great stepping stone for the future. And you can see here is the All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team. Not really expecting to get anybody on there. We do not. Nobody on any of these teams, but it's just Rudy Gobert on the all-defensive first team. And here's the second team, not too sure. But anyway, you know, we're just this Jazz team. The thing is, I don't like the Jazz because they beat the Thunder, but in that first round a few years ago. But you know, I have to tip my hat to them. They have a really well balanced team. We were 10th in scoring, and we were 7th in defensive points allowed, and we were also 9th in point differential. But you know, they have a really well constructed team. Look at Donovan Mitchell going crazy, 27 a game, 3 assists, 3 boards while shooting 51% from the field and about 40% from deep. Mike Conley, great year, 19 points, 44% from the field, and 37% from deep while getting 8 assists a game. Exactly what the you know, Jazz were looking for in Ricky Rubio with 10 and 6 on the bench. Great year from him. Rudy Gobert with 12 points. Joe Ingles with a little bit of dip in scoring. 8 points, only 40% shooting wise. Derek Favors took a little bit of a dip, getting about 10 a game. You see Bertans there about 7. Did not shoot the 3 like I expected him to, 36%. Kenneth Faried 8 points a game. Wayne Ellington about 7. Shot about 40% from deep. Kenneth Faried 51% from the field. Also grabbed 8 boards a game. Shout out to him for that. Derek Favors grabbed 8 boards as well. So Gobert grabbed 12. Per game. We also got Sefolosha getting a few points there, and we were taking on the Golden State Warriors here in this first round, and we got swept. The 5 seed goes down, and would you look at this? The OKC Thunder go to the NBA Finals, and Russell Westbrook wins MVP. They beat the Bulls, my 2 favorite teams in the league. And Kyrie Irving, Victor Oladipo paired up. That would be pretty cool to see in the Pacers. You can see they have Dennis Schroeder on the team. They got a few other players too, some new additions there, Kobe White, and yeah. So we're gonna get a trainer this year, so we can actually, you know, get some training camps. Last year we only had the one for Donovan Mitchell. We're also gonna get a new assistant coach. We're gonna be hiring Trent Peterson. Here, get him. Of course, Quinn Snyder will stick around, despite, you know, I mean, he was coach of the year, but we couldn't get out of that first round. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to sign Trent Peterson and then get a new trainer. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to hope he takes a little less. We don't have a whole lot to throw at him. We do get him, so thank you for that. Mike Conley, we're gonna accept Rubio's option. I think for what he did for us, I think the $11 million is gonna be worth it. Might be a little bit of an overpay, but I think it'll work out. We're gonna accept that. We're gonna decline Mike Conley's contract, being 32 years old, for $35 million. I think we can bring him back. We have bird rights on him. We can bring him back for a little bit smaller contract, just to free up a little bit of money. Maybe, you know, as we can get a little bit more for some other players, maybe in free agency, something like that. I know Rubio's contract does kind of suck. We could look to move it too, as Anthony Davis does decline his deal. His player option. We're gonna head into free agency here, and yeah, so we can get him for about 27 mil, and that goes all the way up to 36. So if I do it like flats, I could probably do about about 27 mil per season, possibly. I could do it backloaded too. No trade clause, of course. And we're just gonna do that. and that is going to be his only offer. We also have to bring in Derek Favors. I'm going to sign him for about 15 mil. I'm going to offer him a deal. As Bertans, we got to give him back too. He played decent. I just hope that, we're playing off a little bit of potential that he can knock down a few more threes. We're going to sign Favors and look to trade him, and try to get like a better power forward there. Still being only about 28 years old. Maybe I would like to bring back Wayne Ellington. We'll see what we can do. We're going to renounce rights on him though, because that's not really worth it because we don't have bird rights. So we could try to get them. We are going to get all 3 of those guys, and you can see, we're still about 30 million in the hole as far as cap goes. But we are going to be trying to trade for Tobias Harris, Favors, some firsts. Also, I'm not even sure who else we threw in there. You guys can pause it if you really want to see it. But we got Tony Bradley, who was in the G League, 76. Horton Tucker, 76 now. We got a very nice team. We got a little bit of money left. We're going to try to bring in JJ Redick for a 1-year deal. He could basically replace Wayne Ellington, possibly. Although I might like to move him because I forgot I do have Horton Tucker. So I might move him. We'll see. Tobias 86 overall, going to be playing that power forward spot for us. JJ Redick goes down. Joe Ingles down to 74. And untapped potential, we are going to be sending the first trading camp to Horton Tucker. Goes up to a B+. We're also probably going to be sending maybe Tony Bradley or maybe Donovan Mitchell again. And we're going to send Bradley here. He goes up to a B. And for our final training camp, we're going to be sending untapped potential to Mike Conley. Stays at A. We're going to be trying to trade for Chris Middleton here with the 76ers. Did not work out. Looking at small forwards. So JJ Redick and CJ Miles for Robert Covington would be the move to get a small forward on this team. I think he would fit pretty well. We're just throwing in picks here, trying to get them to bite, and maybe throwing in the future second. I still do have trade over right on, but not going to use that, of course. But yeah, so they finally did agree to the offer. We just threw a bunch of seconds in there, so it's going to be the starting 3 over Joe Ingles. But Ingles will be a nice backup for us. And here's the rotation: Mike Conley 31, Mitchell 35, Rocco 28, Tobias 31, Rudy Gobert 31, Rubio 23 off the bench, 6-man, Bertans 19, Ingles 15, Bradley 15, and Horton Tucker with 12. And for the scoring options, same as last year and balanced. We're going to run that system once more with 4 stars. For Power Rankings, NBA.com has us at 23. Wow, okay. Markel Fultz, I'm not sure why the Magic, we're not that bad, okay? We have better players in the Magic. 14th by 2K Sports, and same by Mark Spears. So here's the awards for year number 2. 6th Man of the Year, Larry Nance Jr., 6th Man of the Year. Interesting enough. And most improved, Trey Young, 23 points a game. And Hawks coach Lloyd Pierce does get Coach of the Year. They had a 57-25 record, I think that was. As we go 52-30, not too bad at all. I think last year we lost 29 games, so we like 1 game worse, but pretty similar to last year. I kind of expected that. We'll see what the stats are looking like. Donovan Mitchell went crazy again or not. 4th best record in the league. See, the Pelicans had 1 game better than us. We were 9th in scoring. Let's see what we were in points allowed. We were 3rd in defense and 3rd in points differential. Donovan Mitchell 22 points a game. A little bit dip there, about 5 points per game there. 4 assists, and we're going to have to pay him big bucks next season. So yeah, it kind of slowly went down, unfortunately, by a little bit. He kind of slowly went up, and then he kind of took a big drop, I should say. Actually, not a slow drop. Mike Conley drops down to 18 points, but then Tobias Harris without 17 game, 6 boards. Mike Conley had 8 assists as well, and nice year from Tobias. 52% from the field, 42% from deep. Rudy Gobert 11 and 11, while also getting 2 blocks a game. Ricky Rubio still getting 10 points off the bench and about 6 assists. Rocco getting some good stuff there with about 8. Bertans 8. I can see Tony Bradley here with about 6. Joe Ingles with only 5. And let's get straight into the playoffs. We're taking on the Denver Nuggets. And yeah, 2-2. Can we get advanced here? 3-3, game 7. We go on to take the OKC Thunder, who are the 6th seed, who beat the 3-seeded Memphis Grizzlies. Here's the closeout game. Nice game from Tobias and Mitchell. Mike Conley double, 18 and 10. Michael Porter Jr. Did I just see Blake Griffin on the Nuggets? I saw B Griffin on the Nuggets. What the heck, 2K? Oh man. But 3-1 us, and we win with a gentleman's sweep in 5 games. And yes, we're going to be going on the next round. Donovan Mitchell, 37 points, 13 and 20 from the field. Yeah, not exactly a great thing to see as an OKC Thunder fan, but I mean, hey, gotta do the rebuilds, and yeah, Paul George only had 14 points there. Taking on the Houston Rockets. There's usually some cheese in this game, but we're up 2-0, 2-1. And can we win it with a 5 games? We do just that, advancing to the NBA Finals in year number 2. We're taking on basically the team of the year, since they had the coach of the year. They added DeMarcus Cousins, Bobby Portis, Willie Cauley-Stein. They have a very solid team. Here's a closeout game for us. Nice double-double from both Rudy Gobert and Tobias Harris. Let's simulate the current round here. Actually, first game, we go down 1 game. Nice game from Donovan Mitchell, though. Cousins, 35 and 15. I'm surprised because, we got Gobert, defending him, and we're down 2-0. Oh, boy. They have Darius Garland, too. Oh, gosh, their team is good. Jerry Culver. Their team is very solid. Kevin Huerter, of course. And let's see if we can make it 2-1. Try to make a little bit of a comeback run here. We're going to simcast this game. And looks like we're on the comeback here, up by a little bit, and we walk away with the W. Nice game from Mike Conley and Mitchell. We're down 2-1. Let's make it 2-2 right here, baby. Simcast this one as well. So we are in the NBA Finals. We're down, high-scoring second quarter, and looks like we will lose. Yes, we do. Down 3-1. Just gonna simulate this game, and we lose. But hey, I'll take that as a win. We are going to bring back Coach Quinn Snyder, for us, and he did a decent job this year. Definitely looking to make some upgrades, though, on this team. But yeah, so, it was a decent second year, considering we got to the NBA Finals. Just couldn't win it. Just got to bring Donovan Mitchell back. We're going to bring back Ricky Rubio as well. Played solid for us. We also had Avery Bradley on the team. Didn't realize that. We're probably going to have to make a few moves to try to get this team to get over the hump and beat that Hawks team or whatever team meets us in the East, assuming we get out of the West. So Donovan Mitchell, we're going to have to match that contract from the Hornets. And yeah, I don't think we're going to have any money left, so we might need to make some moves via trades, maybe like a Ricky Rubio trade or something. Maybe use a middle exception. I don't know. We're going to have to find some way to get this team a little bit better. Find a way to do that. Kevin Porter Jr. out there is for $20 million or whatever, is 84 overall in this free agency class. Quinn Cook, we tried to get a shooter on this team with Doug McDermott. Doug McDermott did not work out. Rocco might be moved. Same with Joe Ingles. I know I don't want to get Joe Ingles, the GOAT for the Jazz. And try to bring back Avery Bradley. We do just that on a 2-year deal. Here's player progression. And Joe Ingles goes down to 71. Raul Nato, we got him back to 72. We're trying to make a trade for Jason Tatum with Rocco, Bradley, Avery Bradley, and Tony Bradley. I think that's his name. We're going to try to make a trade for Miles Turner. That doesn't work. And see if we can throw some other player in here to make this deal work. Throw in some picks. We got a lot of them, and that's not working out. Avery Bradley and Cephalosha. We get Thomas Bryant back. We're gonna do that. I like that counter. So we got Mike Conley, Rubio. We got Horton Tucker up to an 80 overall. We got Tobias at the 3 now. Miles Turner at the 4. Bertans as a backup 4. We got Thomas Bryant as a nice backup 5. Backing up Rudy Gobert, and yeah, this is a very solid team. We're gonna give Miles Turner an untapped potential here, get him up to an 8. Hopefully, he can develop for us and get us the numbers that we need from that power forward spot. And then Tobias Harris can get us like a 15 game. If we just get like 15 from Miles Turner, 15 from Tobias, as Mike Conley goes up to an A+. With untapped potential, that would be great. Rudy Gobert grabs about 10 boards, and Horton Tucker is gonna get the last one. But here's the rotation for this season, final season, and Bertans 14, Mike Conley 33. You guys saw that. We're gonna do Donovan Mitchell and then Mike Conley, and then I think we might just do Tobias as the third option. I think we're gonna do that, and then we can let everybody else kind of figure it out. Yeah, we're going to do it this year, see what we can do. We are going to be running balanced once more for every single season. And for the power rankings, NBA.com has us at 16. 2K Sports all the way at 12. Mark Spears down to 18. So at the end of this third season, we go 50 and 32. So we're kind of hovering around the same range all 3 years. But still, a very solid team. As Anthony Edwards, was that rookie of the year, most improved, something like that, is John Morant, first team, All NBA first team, Jokic on that. Let's see if we get anybody on there, maybe like a Donovan Mitchell, on like a third team maybe. Can only hope for that. Unfortunately, do not get that. All defensive team, AD gets it over Gobert. Gobert gets second team. Rocco, of course, on the Indiana Pacers gets on the all defensive second team as well. Put up similar numbers last year. And Russell Westbrook also getting that defensive second team. And all rookie teams. Probably could have made some moves to try to get some picks, but just did not do that in this episode. We were third in defense. As you can see, Daniel Gafford, they got a solid team there in Milwaukee. Let's look at our player stats here. Donovan Mitchell, 23 game. Mike Conley, 18. Donovan Mitchell also getting 4 assists. 36% from deep from Mike Conley, 46% overall. So about similar numbers last year. Tobias, 17. That's what we needed, 49% from the field. Miles Turner got 12. Also grabbed 6 boards, was that? No, 7. And then Gobert, 11 boards. Horton Tucker, nice year with 10 points. Really like to see that off the bench. And Ricky Rubio grabbing, or getting, I should say, quite a few assists there, about 6 assists a game while scoring 10 points. Bryant with 7 points, Bertans with 6, Ingles with 1. I'm not sure why these other guys played. But yeah, so we're going to head into the playoffs here this final season. I did do post commentary for pretty much the whole videos. I hated it. I hate doing post commentary in these rebuilds as we're going to advance to the next round in 5. I like doing live commentaries for these, but unfortunately I could not do that. Some loud noises going on in the house and stuff, so I had to do some post commentary, wait for a better time. I still want to record this, and yeah, as we're going to advance to the conference finals, we beat the Suns in 6. Donovan Mitchell 32 points in the closeout game. Gobert with a double-double, and Tobias Harris 36 in the first round closeout. Donovan Mitchell with 17, and then to Horton Tucker with 13. We're taking on the Memphis Grizzlies, who I believe have Anthony Davis, because Anthony Davis, like every time you do rebuild, he always goes to the Grizzlies. And 3-1. Let's get it right here, baby. As Anthony Davis puts up 16, 6, and 6. Some cheese that he always goes to the Grizzlies. Maybe they know something we don't. 2K does. And we're taking the Orlando Magic, who went 42 and 40. Are you kidding me? This is an easy sweep. We're up 3-0. Not sure how they made it. They beat the Hawks. And we're going to simcast this game, get a little bit of gameplay, and call it a video. So, yeah, let's hop in. They actually put them a little bit of fight here. We're up by 4. Let's hope I don't blow it. Hopping in, I am on Superstar. I'm going to show you guys some proof of that real quick. And Mike Conley, we are at the Amway Center in Orlando, and Mike Conley's going to start this fourth quarter off here and green that mid-range shot. Great to see him in a Jazz jersey. I'm a Mike Conley fan as much as I'm not a Jazz fan. It's great to see him, playing on like actual winning team now. And Donovan Mitchell flies in and gets that throw down to go. Look at Rudy Gobert getting the steal. Mike Conley looks for Gobert outside to Mitchell. Mitchell long two, and he buries it. 3 straight buckets for Donovan Mitchell. Not Tobias Harris. Nice move. Drop step, gets it to go. And look at Gobert inside with a few seconds left. And Vucevic 27 for the Magic. And great game from Tobias, Conley, and Donovan Mitchell. And Finals MVP is Donovan Mitchell, getting about 30 points a game, 57% from deep, 44% from deep, I should say. 57% overall? That's some cheese, bro. Oh man, 3rd in scoring, number 1 in point differential, number 1 in defense here. The playoff stats, Donovan Mitchell went crazy. Tobias stepped up, Mike Conley as well. Great all-around playoffs. So I hope you guys enjoyed the rebuild. If you guys want to see some more, go ahead and drop a like and video and subscribe for more content. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.